Hello there, and this is Jay again from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today I'm just going to have a look at one of my recent eBay purchases. I picked this up on eBay a couple of weeks back, but to be honest, with work and everything, I've not really had much chance to have a look at it yet. And it is an Acorn Atom. Now this is the first home computer from Acorn Computers, and it predates the BBC. I think it came out about the same time as the Sinclair ZX81. I think the Sinclair ZX80 was the first proper home computer, even though it was very limited. This was a lot more expandable. It was a much better machine. It could still be bought as a kit. I believe this one was probably a kit, actually, judging by some of the soldering inside. What to say about it, really? I've always fancied one of these. I had the opportunity to buy one in the mid-90s, and the guy wanted a whopping £25 for it, and it was mint. And back then, I could pick up a ZX Spectrum at any car boot sale I went to for £2 or £3, and £25 for a vintage micro to sit on my shelf. I thought, no way, it'll never be worth that. Don't be stupid. Oh, how wrong can we be? I so wish I'd bought that at £25 back then. This one is not mint. It's not perfect. If you can see, there's quite a bit of yellowing on it around here. It's got a missing keycap. It's had someone's bodged in a little LED there. Some of this is a bit chipped and manky, and I can tell you it cost me considerably more than £25, unfortunately. Right, well, first of all, shall we have a quick look inside? I have already taken all the screws out of this, I will say that, because I had a quick peek inside. I couldn't wait. But I will open it up and let you have a look what's inside one of the very early British home computers. And a bit of an icon, if you ask me, because of that name there. Yes. Okay, anyway, I'm going to try and do all this in one take, so I will lift this up. Now, I will say, when you've got the screws in, it doesn't quite open like this. It actually opens from the bottom, and the keyboard and the upside down motherboard stroke keyboard stroke everything is actually usually fixed to this piece here. But as I say, I've already taken the screws out. I can't be too rough with this, because that power light there seems to be soldered onto the board there. But at least this will give us a chance to have a quick look at the back of the board. And yes, look at that, manky. There's a lot of dust and dirt and ick and everything on there. Yeah, don't think there's any real corrosion. I think it's just dust, to be honest. Yeah, I think it really is just dust. Just hang on a second, let me see if this isn't really the ideal thing to use, because it's shed a bit of lint, these things. But have a quick. Yeah, no, I'm not going to use that because it's going to bring too much crap off. But yeah, really, it's just dust and other detritus from all over the years. One thing with this one I will say is, and apparently it was a major issue with these, is the power's been modified. This ending in a phono socket, if I just bring that into focus, there we go, that is the power plug for it. Not original, no. Anyway, that'll be dealt with sooner rather than later, most likely before I even attempt to power this thing up, because these are like as rare as hen's teeth, and I don't really want to blow this up. Anyway, I will pop it over and we can have a look at the other side of the board, the interesting side. Oop, here we go, and over it goes. That was easier to do with one hand than I thought it was. Now, I've already disconnected the I think that's a nice composite video output, which should be useful. These are mono in general, unless they've got a colour board fitted. This one I don't think has, so this is a mono one. So we've got a mono composite output there. And over to the good stuff, which is the board. And here we go. Here we have the back of the keyboard. Yes. Fun, 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 fun. I'm sure I'll have lots of lovely contacts in that horrible thing to clean up, but we'll get there soon. After we've actually got something on the screen. And then I can start seeing what keys work and what keys don't and what to do about that broken one. Check that out. That there, from my valve repairing fun, that is a Mullard mustard capacitor. Usually found in late model valve electronics and indestructible as far as I can see. I think I might have found one that was faulty in all the times of me fixing valve electronics, and this was the last place I'd ever think to find one. There you go. It shows how old this thing is really, or unless someone lost one of the capacitors and that's what they're in the spare box, you never know. We have some interesting blank bits here. I need to find out what they're for. I think it's additional ROM. I'm not 100% sure. I will find out. The guy I bought this off also said that it had the RAM expanded, and I was expecting to find some kind of expansion card or just some additional slots filled. What I found, I think, was this. Yes, that's ICs piggybacked on top of other ICs in, yeah, the strangest fashion I've ever seen in my life. I really will have to look more into that because I'm not sure too what's going on there. It's also the same over here. Now this is what I would expect to be the RAM. I'm not even looked properly what it is yet. Let's have a quick look there. Let's see if that'll focus in. Come on, focus camera. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's RAM. I will there we go. I'll look that up at some point and find out exactly what it is. What else have we got in there? There, I presume, is the ROM. Happily, I have just refound my EEPROM programmer, so I might pull that out and do a dump of it and see what's what on that. That's something I can do to see if that's working before I power the thing up. I presume this is more RAM. I think these things originally had 2K of RAM. It was twice as good as a Sinclair Z80 and the ZX81, so there you go. And what else have we got here? We've got some 74 series logic up there. I have got the whole circuit diagram for this, so I will dig it all out and go through the board properly. This is just a general initial overview and see what we've got really. Let's have a look at the power section now. This is where something's been done. As you can see, that's where, down here is where the original power connector would have been, and it's been removed and these two wires bodged on. There would have also originally been two voltage regs here. Now I've been speaking to a few people that know these computers a lot better than I do, and apparently originally they were fed by an 8-volt supply externally, and the two voltage regulators here regulated it down to the 5 volts for the rest of the computer. Now those two regulators were woefully underpowered for the job and put on pathetically small heat sinks, and most of them fried. A few people I spoke to that have had these all said that the general practice was to link out the voltage regs and run it from a stabilised external 5-volt source, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I've got a really nice little 3-amp 5-volt stabilised power supply. I think it used to be off a Freeview box or something like that, but it's a Samsung or Sony or Sharp or some other good make anyway, so I think I'll probably end up using that to power this thing, and I may have to do away with that which has still been left in circuit. What have we got there? An LM305 T5, yes. What else have we got around here? That connection next to the power there is for the composite video out. That's what I just pulled the little connector off before so I could move the back of the case away. These capacitors all around here obviously will need testing. I'll just test them for ESR. I don't like the way these transistors are mounted. I think they should be a bit closer to the board. If it's been done for heat dissipation, I could stick some little heat sinks on top of them, I think. I really don't like that. I don't like the way the legs are bending all around like that. Not good. And we have the ambiguous Aztec modulator, UHF modulator. There's not much of use nowadays, but it's there, and it's at least it's shining. This one, I've opened enough spectrums up and the bloody things are rusty in them. So there's that. Oh, I'll tell you what I have just spotted which will need repair, and that's that little puppy there. Oh, look at that. That's been broken away from its solder joint there. So I will need to attend to that. I think all the others are alright. Some are looking a little bit rough, but I think in general they look okay, you know. So, plan of action then for this little puppy is sort out the power section. Definitely. So I can use a nice external 5V regulated supply with it. Test them capacitors. It's just the electrolytics I think I just need to test there. Just 2 crystals up there. Yeah, so I need to test all them electrolytic capacitors. There's 1 over there that needs testing. There's 3 in that little group there, and there's another 2 centre of the shot here there. They're all going to need a quick check over and see if they're leaky or not. I think that's about it for this shot. That was just a brief overview of this nice little Acorn Atom that I've acquired, and hopefully I should be able to see it up and running in the next few weeks as soon as I get a little bit more spare time. Okay, thanks for watching and goodbye.